situations wo bebia me no yati bi ehu bi be ma ne oba wo honom omagya be ma no echiti a compensate oba omo de court ba so oba no so ko chiti na be ma ne chi no na still a osiki for divorce a ye de court still a be ma sa compensate oba.
Yeah,
Obiani ni suban ohun. Ene yeni na intimi nyepe. Me per se me suban me intimi ndi me ho adanse. Minim say dem sitie. I'm very submissive and a good listener.
okay. From someone's angle, so a bit is something different. That's true. That's true. You don't know his occupation. Maybe he's a security guard. Maybe he's a watchman. Maybe or call a manager. Now, Anopo or Beji.
To another exciting episode on the Subject Podcast. My name is Amin and you are watching Amin Tv. Now, if today happens to be the first day that you are seeing us, please subscribe. Subscribe, very, very, very important. Now comment it. Topic na babe discuss so also adwen che bi fa ho a na they are to ase ho no mama. But first, subscribe my and na oya any video I be post here latest bia will be among first people to see. So onto the introduction, I have here with me.
Okay, Al-Hassan Adam Gama is my name, popularly known as the son of Adam. Thank you.
And
Zakari Hamza.
And Miss
Amin Muhammad Swadika.
Please can you speak like that, please?
Amin Muhammad Swadika.
Now, what are we discussing today? Is the society against men? What's your take on this just simple topic? If we are to ask, ladies first.
I think it's not something. I think it's not something serious as maybe you see it to be, because it's not every society that is against men. Yeah.
When I say society, I'm not just saying as like the world, because say the laws, bibia as a kutia mema in some kind of ways. Okay. So what to them is the word against men in general.
Okay.
What the mamen combra boss?
That's an interesting topic. And, generally, it depends on where you are coming from and how you take the topic as, or how you treat it. Firstly, you ask this question that is the society against men? So I'll first ask you, is it against men or not?
For me, it's against men in some way.
Thank you for your answer. So you said it's against men.
Yeah.
But you first introduce yourself, say ladies first. That means that there's been a preferential treatment towards ladies. The gender. Yeah. You see, men generally are our own problem. You see, from the ancient days, this thing have passed on from generation till now. It's not a bad thing for a lady to get some preferential treatment or whatsoever. No, it's a good thing. But the case here is everything happening today is men. We made it happen.
Yeah.
You understand? So
I think the reason why let me come to Adam.
Thank you very much. I think I'll build my points based on the points you also raised. I think the world as of now is gender biased. We are saying women we are quite gender biased. Because Meneme Brati Hasi, enemy Nuaba, with the introduction, even open up with the topic, no. Or can say ladies first. Who initiated that stuff? It could be okay, we are doing ladies first, but ladies now, Kasano, they take advantage of that. They quite see themselves to be superior to men, even though not all of them. My brother, if you are with me,
exactly.
Not all of them, but we have some ladies who think it is something that is supposed to be there. So we share even the scriptures or gospel or whatever book that has been in existence. Bibi said men has to be guide to the women or to protect them. But ladies of today, they don't see it as such. Say, Mr. Host. They see it to say, I also munya that your friend say privilege, it is something natural, but it's only existed. Said a man and be to protecting man, not trying to be biased or something, but I think the world is gender biased as of now.
Yeah. Based on your points, in the early 18th century, they had a theory that they used to back ladies. That's the protection theory. This theory was done in such a way say these men will do all the muscular things, as in hold heavy stuffs and all that to support or protect ladies in general. You see, so we've been the backbone of the family and everything in the society. But you see, one thing, my problem is not about the ladies aspect. My problem is about the feminists. You see, the moment these people came inside, everything about the society changed. The narrative changed entirely. So you are trying to tell me is now there's been some, generally it was there that men are generally the breadwinners of the family.
Yeah.
But these feminists came up and they brought some ideas there. They can also take responsibilities.
Yeah.
Then
what
you are a
man
man.
can do,
Yes, exactly. You are a man. You have to go to the kitchen if you are back from work. Which was not so. From the early days of man, we've known this perception that a lady or a woman should be very submissive to the husband.
That's all.
We have so many families, families that now the lady thinks she's providing also.
So she's the head of the family.
You understand my point? That has been my problem.
Yeah. So what's it?
In some points to some of the ladies, they do not think that due to the responsibility they take for themselves, so men should share what they also share accordingly. For my perception about this topic, it's normal for a man to attend to a woman and a woman to attend to a man.
Exactly.
It's very good.
He's gonna speak to the mic. Mike. Speak to the mic.
Say oyɛ ɔbaa ɛwɔ sɛ ɔbrɛ wɔ ha sɛm a okunu. Sometimes me dream say omo dream omo nkwa omo ho due to selfish interest, but it's not supposed to be that way because live a life. We have to think about the religion first. You socialize your life with the religion. Na nyama ko easy amount. Because if you want to act on your own, we will all go wayward and act according to our emotions and how we feel about things. Who say your community, obedrin say maame phone say obi akɔkyima ahomakyetere ne kunu nsɔre nyɛ nkɔ edwuma ba ɔno no apie kɔ. That feelings now I feel say ɔno wabrɛ no. Wontimi ensa nkɔmba mbe no aduane ma wo. Obi ebre esa hwe nkwala atwa fees ne a enwoma mmema no nso bebre ka ho na mma no afa omo adwen say omo no they are the breadwinners of the family because men twa school fees in twa water bill ne light bill na obema o fie onye hwe ebe me say me na medi anim e toda cry fie bi ha ye ba na ye hwehwe fie wura na oba pie abra papa hye ho ni
me ntwa one point na woman very good, but what a general topic in discuss you.
yeah.
Once I said the see a live you are saying no. Okay, European countries and as America and Tessa. So o kase say obano sorry ku ejuma na be manada. Wow. Simplize you know, and I mean can
say with the issues arising.
Community society per se.
But what she's trying to say is understandable. You see, now we have people men are generally I find a comfort in staying home. Like say maybe
because the ladies
go out to do something. You see, there are so many now. I can say there are so many guys they are in the house rather their wives are going out to work.
Yeah, with that I think culture come into play. Like we have our different cultures and we all have our backgrounds. What is being practiced in the south may differ from what is practiced in the north.
Exactly.
There are some families, I don't know, I've never witnessed one before, but I have heard, say, women are supposed to win bread for the family. That's what I heard. Yeah. And I read some articles about that. I think there are certain countries in Ghana. I'm not trying to just mention a country just to be mentioning sake, just for mentioning sake. But there are some countries that women are seen superior, or there are some regions in Ghana, women are the breadwinners, but they see it normal. Bear in mind, I would like to put this across with the both genders. Both genders now, we have men, we have women. Each and every gender are good in what they do than the other. Like they do better in their own gender. Exactly. Let's pick the male gender. Sebana bema yemua. Bema ya de oba definitely. Sebana oba yemunzwa. Oba is better than bema. Exactly. But we have a world now that's women of civilization, let's put it in quotes. They jump from being women up to being men, and that's not okay. I think that's one of the basic agenda of the feminists that you mentioned earlier. Exactly. So it is something that we have to look deep into. Woman is supposed to fall back a bit for a man when it comes to manly issues. Exactly. You understand? But here is the case. We have women forcing and jumping into issues just in order to appear bigger than their husbands. Yeah. We all witness some, right?
Or if I may say, so that they could afford what their spouses couldn't afford for them. If you look at our communities, you can see what a man is doing and you can see how his wife appears. If you look at his source of income or what he does and how his wife appears, it doesn't match.
Yeah,
the calculation doesn't
with that, I think you are delving deep into another angle of the issue with being marital issues and other stuffs. Even on that same point, let's pick fella a medical issue. There is an issue that I followed, like mediatory power making kind of. You know, there is a saying that you have to open up as a man. You have to open up because when you take a look at those who die due to depression, statistically,
men die
due to depression.
Exactly.
Now there is something funny that happened. Medical came out to mention, like to voice out. I don't know if he needed help, support, or something of that sort. It is something that he wanted to voice out. Now here is the case. Now, first earlier, if you are a man and something is disturbing you, you have to voice out. Don't die out of depression. That's what the community says.
Is it necessary to voice out? Sometimes I think since you are with your partner, discussing it with her might help.
Based on your partner. You see, based on this, it was out of proportion. About the case, the woman was not ready to listen. Okay. And the problem was the mother. You see, one problem about mothers these days, you see, at first, women, when a girl goes to marriage and there's a problem in the marriage, you come back to your mother and tell her and say, this is what is happening, this is what is happening. The mother will tell her to go back to her husband's house to solve that issue. You see, marriage is about understanding. Before, say, you get into marriage, you need to get to know everything about the institution. Marriage is an institution on its own. You understand?
For sure.
So, but this was the case that Fela's mom was siding with Fela.
Depends on what she heard from her daughter.
I think it's family interest.
As a mother, the most important thing to foster unity in your family, not to choose sides. I'm asking you, there's a similar example in our homes as we are here. When we are having problems with our younger siblings, you see, the mom will tell us, say, you calm down, and you talk to each party. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
This should be the case. A mother shouldn't. So if I'm here and I'm telling your younger brother, your senior brother, beat him, he does not respect this. You see, this will create an impression in the younger child's mind that, what is it with my mom that anything he sides with the other?
Okay, I think on that issue, I would like to clear this out. You dived much more deeper than me because I didn't get the angle of her parents and this and that. Now, I am circulating all this. I am mentioning all this just to land on the topic of today. Is the world against or society against men? Now, if you have an issue as a man, you have to voice out. Don't die out of depression.
That's perfect.
That's what people see. Yeah. But
So
medical,
do
but
you think voicing out is the best option?
that's what the people say. For me, my side, I would like not to mention. I would like to keep my private life private. Say I will voice out or not. I will
That
not
means you
mention
will
it
die
here.
out of pressure.
No, I will not mention it here.
Listen.
But let me land
Okay,
on that
pressure
issue.
be cool.
Let me land out on that issue. When medical came out to voice out, like obe voice out, we had people saying, "Hey, na bema na asama to our babonti and walk kike." Meanwhile, the world now say, "Don't die out of depression. If you have something, voice it out." He could have seen a therapist or something, but he felt like, let me voice it out. Maybe there will be help somewhere or something. Yeah. But people were criticizing this guy. Now, for their issue is a marital issue. I'm not picking a side. I'm not a big fan of music. I'm not even a fan of music. I do spoken word and that's it. For a musician having an issue, I think
seems like you like Majina baby on marriage. Topic in generally in say is the word against man. The situations was situations baby or honoma directly. I know that situations wo baby me no ya ti bi ehu bi be ma ne oba o honom o majai be ma no echiti a o compensate oba o mo de kokota uti asem na meka o compensate oba ono na chiti na oba na ache no ye de no kokota compensate oba ba so oba no so ko chiti na be ma ne che no na still a o siki for divorce a ye de kokota still a be ma sa compensate oba.
Yeah, I have heard.
Anything me busa say,
see, for that
is the word against men.
For that aspect,
yeah,
what you're saying is right. You see, this is the perception about this compensation aspect. You see, you wake up around 7 a.m. Sorry, to go to work, and before you go to work, the lady is already up. You see.
But there are so many ladies that will be home doing nothing.
Understand?
Breadwinner on the bed.
The
properties
like look.
Yeah,
That thing is never true. Every lady, one way or the other, attends to the husband, whether sexually, whether financially,
mental health, mental.
You see,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm depressed or something.
Sure.
I pass by, I see my wife dressed nice and
calm down.
Like calms me down. You understand? But
and I release stress.
See, this what I'm trying to say. I'm waking up around 7 a.m. to prepare for work. Before I'm awake, if I will bath, if it's cold or warm water, the lady prepares that already. You understand my point? If it's my breakfast, the lady prepares that already. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, meaning, if you are going to work to make money, you are making that money for us. Because I'm helping you one way or the other. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, if I was not to be there, I was not there. Okay, me like this, I'm not married. If I'm to go to work, I'll wake up. If I'm to wake up around 6 a.m., if I was having a wife, I'll wake up around 7 because I know that he has already prepared everything for me. So they are also part of the family. One way or the other, the lady has helped you get some financial, or one way or the other, he has supported you in some way. Yeah. So for that aspect, for me, I think that's perfectly right.
Yeah, I think we have circulated on a woman waking up early and going to work whilst the man is asleep. You don't know the work of the man. You don't know his occupation. Maybe he's a security guard. Maybe he's a watchman. Maybe he'll call a manager. Now, I'm
not making emphasis on that as in waking up early. Yeah. My point is whether everything you do, there's kind of support a lady gives you before you go to work, regardless of your work. If you are married, you can't tell me say I'm married. Like you are married, waking up in the morning, the husband, the wife prepares breakfast for you. That's a form of support.
There are some families where the husband prepares breakfast. What about that?
That one, you see,
that one is not much.
It's not majority.
So you give us
knowing about responsibility.
Or you have.
I'm coming. What's your stance on the topic that we are discussing right now? Is the word against me? Because you said nothing about that. You were just giving your point out.
I can't negotiate about this. I don't think the word is against men.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think she also has her points. Like her
I don't
views.
think the world is against men.
But I understand that no lady.
Because
No lady.
because
Say Obani the on pinning kasa
me
asem
can
na but
say obiani ni suban ho ena ye ni na ntimi nyepe
Sure,
me
sure.
pe say me suban me ntimi ndi me ho adanse me nim say dem sitie. I'm very submissive and a good listener.
Okay,
I do communicate well.
from someone's angle, so a bit is something different.
That's why
So
I'm telling
that's
you
true.
that
That's true.
we can't get it to be 100%.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be 70 out of 30.
For
So
sure.
we can't assume that it's 100.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
there is differences between that.
Yeah.
The society is not against men. That unlike maybe you can also say that the society is against women. Maybe I can say that the society is against me.
The world is being bent to be against
You
men.
are saying that due
For
to
me,
discrimination.
it's not about.
I am
no.
sharing my opinion. We are
Then
saying
that's
it's
why we are discussing
discrimination.
this.
You shared your
The law
didn't say
always
anything.
goes against men. Even if the man is right, they will be like, oh, we or bar for say man no shana bra but
normal o say even o court kra na ukunipa na me so me kunipa sentence na e de be ma obema no enti say me de be ma me
that's why I'm asking, is the world against men?
You see,
Because
Ladies nowadays
are
against men.
What
Look,
men can do,
being
women
a
can
lady,
do better.
Yeah.
Being a lady, there's no lady. Me,
I
might be a guy, but I can support this in ladies' aspect.
Okay.
But no lady. No, I'm making a.
That's your
no
perspective.
lady.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
yeah,
and
no
I-
lady. Yeah. I buy
lady-
that point.
No
I buy that
lady
point.
accept.
will ever accept
Testify
the world
that
is against me.
Yeah.
No
I've
lady.
never come across
You see,
any.
growing up, way back in primary school, we have this perception there. Our teachers used to tell you, say, you don't have to touch a lady. You don't have to beat a lady.
Yeah.
You see,
So that I'm a boy.
accepted. You don't have to beat a lady. That's not even anywhere will I accept that.
even physical
But
assault.
that's there. You see, but ask yourself, but is it right for my fellow brother to beat me?
No.
It's not also right.
Yeah.
But they didn't let us accept that perception that if something is wrong, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
We shouldn't like hit anyone, regardless based on gender.
There has to be
basis.
solution.
Yeah.
See, this is the same statement teachers made way back in school that have made men commit more crimes to their fellow men. When you go to the central prisons, you see so many men committing so many crimes to their fellow men.
Because they are alone with men over there.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So this perception about not hating a lady, I don't really accept it. I'm not saying it's a good thing. No. But it should be said properly. I shouldn't hate my brother also.
Yeah, for me, I think the world is bent going against men, and this is where I will make my stand. Now, listen to my scenario here, or an example. We have positions and other stuffs. Let's even deduce it to our, let's say, SRC level.
Okay.
We all have been in school before. Now we have the president, we have the vice, we have the treasurer, we have the PRO, we have what.
Yeah.
And we have women commissioner. I have never heard men commissioner before. Have you ever heard it before?
Why will you?
Have you ever heard it before?
Nah.
Why? Whatever that they do, it is going in favor of the ladies. They are doing beauty pageantry. They are doing cooking competitions. This time around, I think they include men, because I've seen pictures and videos where they include men to come and cook. But basically, it's for the women. Women lifestyle, women forum, every day. I don't get the point. What about men? Why don't we have social?
Based on my brother's point, you see, way back in school, talking about women commissioner and all those stuff. You see, there are positions that they think they are entitled to. You see, women and entitlement. So it has been passed from generation down to now.
They can have their entitlement, but at least among you understand.
Way back in school, as in the general secretary, when SRC president, Obani Ubetima be SRC president, all these positions.
The more Kenyan ametiasio, but na me dream say it one one say it make law no worldwide, because anytime I we courtroom, I be there asem we be me dibim saying, you be say okay, consider her because she's a lady, give her this, compensate her with this.
I mean,
even ebe di asem na wie na oba no kra why ne ono mfonso no ona aye no mpo no You see, uncompensated, Beman uncompensated. And I don't understand.
Even over Islamically, Obane Bema Jaya, Rebecca said, Beman one day, one some Oban. What to say? I say Oban some Bemada.
For your claims,
me no worry. Na who was catching me? Who was catching me? Na divorce here.
The only thing you can demand from me is your
diary.
Yeah.
So what about your money?
My money is not your money. Even
the
Quran
is against men. I buy her point.
The Quran is saying that
let's put religion aside.
For that one, is her money, but
I don't know.
Let's put religion aside.
We can't do without religion.
Yeah.
I know we can't do it, but like young touching the reality right now. I'm coming.
But Islam is also reality.
Even
I know.
It's all parts. Like everything.
Listen, we all here are Muslims.
Yeah.
For sure.
And our viewers, not all of them are Muslims.
Yeah,
so we are talking generally. And I make us say.
But I think they should know also.
And I make us say. Me a Bema. Me start to ababona say no be calm me home. Okay, what support me in some kind of ways.
Okay.
Ma make sika. Ye baby jai. Ye see sika no me nchim. If you say me fa ma. You say we are say jimi me de ni bia sama me ma no.
Sa pepe.
Na just say ade no manya mu kwata mpo no because they have be money de kwata no so ama nkola no. Here is the case. Oba no so ye ba be jai no. O sika cheme. E bia kwa oye ana akufa do baby ana skeni bi ba.
Me pa cho be saje o de aka me de ho.
Ye ba be jai. Ye ba be jai no so fault no me na me che no say wa cheati. So here no me wa upper hand. Me say nibi. But here is the case say e be wie no. Oba no on compensate me. Waji aye kan say insabody say mo kan say o.
Na make me say usika kaka na o de afo na be saje aka oba na o bebre no ho. You have to understand that.
Etina make say the world is against men.
And let me let you know, you saying that the world is against men. Have in mind that we women, whatever you talk about is in the Quran, is in the law. If you go to the courtroom, everything is stated. So we are not talking about the court mindset and the rules they've set.
Generally, we are talking generally, but I'm just putting.
Let me come in this one. You see, about you saying all these things. I really understand you. You see, men, I always say we are our own problem. In ancient days, you see, women were given power to rule also. Okay, women were given power to rule also. They were not able to treat themselves right. Ask yourself, have you seen any lady or woman with power? How he treats a subordinate? That's clearly when women get authority. They couldn't take very good care of themselves. You see, based on our gender, you being a man, when you are being said to create laws for a woman, you and a woman and a man, it's general. You go better on your opposite sex. So that was the same thing women were doing in the ancient days. They were given power and they were not able to treat their fellow sex well. So as powers shifted, that men took over power. You see,
even when women were having power, men were having power during that time. So
exactly.
It is not
entirely, okay. But you see, when you are to make laws for your opposite sex, you favor them than your own gender. Ask yourself, maybe if your friend comes to you and says, "Chaboy, at the home go, like I need money to buy food," and maybe this lady comes,
for that one day,
I money for wig or something. This unnecessary.
It's unnecessary to you, but it is necessary to them
because of what you will gain.
That one.
Okay, well.
I think this has everything to do with human instinct, like you developing a feeling for the opposite gender.
That's it.
If you don't have that feeling, then you are not human. So if men are
our time is up, so you all should try to conclude.
Okay. What I have in mind is that you are saying that woman has done this, woman has done that, and you are saying if power is given to me and I'm supposed to.
I didn't say that, please.
Okay, it's something that's talk about our loss and order to the auntie over there. Just have in mind, I won't go easy on her because of some feelings about maybe jealousy, hatred. Maybe she coming above me.
Yeah.
And you too, if you are given the opportunity to give others to the man beside me, you don't want him to come above you. So you find always a means to bring him down. That's how things are, and it's something natural within our heart.
Okay.
The
So
heart
jealousy
is
in it.
controllingness. Sometimes the mind is not working that much as compared to this. This talks before this workout.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She has a point. Based on the topic that we discussed today, before I share my point, I think the viewers should share and follow our page for more. I think this is a nice initiative which will be having a lot of topics to jojo about. We have a lot of people coming on board. But I've seen one snap of a girl saying, as a man, you are in trouble. So at least, men, we should cheer up always. And the world is bent against us. So
for that one,
that's
the
my
world
pick.
is bent against us.
Yes, that's my pick.
In any way you can find yourself, if you are to compare both genders, when we say the be men.
Okay, maybe if we had, let's say, 5 women here,
and just say it be a specific way more,
even though we didn't.
And one thing that pains me a lot is, hey, man,
are you forgetting that?
Don't get your emotions here.
Look, na say me oba.
So your bad.
She has hurt your feelings. No, what's in na say me oba.
You know,
at least she has to tell you.
Remember the loss.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't blame me. My point is, I understand everybody's view. We shouldn't always we shouldn't always be saying that yena emano esisiyo so den yena nanom na shase. So it has passed on from generations till now.
That's why he's saying that marriage is a circle, and I wanted to tell him that as Antifoste, you can never know everything about marriage.
Okay.
Between men and women, you can never understand this. Just live your life. Try your best and do whatever you can.
So what's your stand?
The world is bent against men. Bent against
How was
men.
you? I'm in the center.
No, you want to justify?
No.
Allow him.
How can you be neutral?
Yeah, he can be in the center.
How can you be neutral?
Let him be in the center.
My problem, when it comes to these cases, I don't have problem with ladies. But my problem, right now...
No, you don't have a problem. You are in the center.
You bring me a feminist here...
No, feminism, you are in
the center.
Is always with feminists.
No.
About ladies getting preferential treatment or something. Any certain laws, no. Any more
and I go against us. So therefore, you accepted that the world is against me.
No, he's in the center. Just let him be in the center.
I want to be neutral. But when it comes to when feminists come,
maybe something like that.
Because you can't be neutral on this topic. Like, it's very clear.
But for the first time, he is in the center. So allow him.
Look. Let me elaborate on this more.
Our time is up.
But let me elaborate on this.
Throw lights on it. Don't elaborate. Don't expand.
My problem is not the world being against men or whatsoever. I mean, say me, any law, say Adam, Esha, say laws, and no man, we have no right to complain.
Adam,
or say, Bema be Piabon, free.
Just be submissive.
We know that has been the perception. You understand my point? So for that, we just have to accept it as men. But when the case goes extreme,
there's difference between say okako brahma oba adi. And say accept aba obani e wrong ye di e favor no.
I know na mo ko me that me say the world is against
you. Yeah, what say? If you musuba intina e to da man be o me ejuma dendene because be ma go be ma wadi o but asem na be free na no ma ba.
You remember that me can me say the world is against men, it's bent against men.
That's why I told you that I don't think necessarily.
Yes, someone move from my grandchildren to comment and I say na ye hu de mo so mo kafa program here.